Hi, I'm Ruben Saltzman with StructureTech Home Inspections, and today I got a really simple message. If you have a dryer that vents through your roof, get yourself a DryerJack. So this is kind of a follow-up to a video I made last year where I complained and ranted about dryers venting through the roof. I think it's a dumb building practice. We have a lot of new homes being built today where you've got the primary bedroom and then inside of it or right outside of it, you've got the washing machine and the clothes dryer there. And so the builder vents the dryer up through the roof, and then you've got a dryer vent terminal on the roof. Now, it's stupid for two reasons. Number one, when you're in a cold climate like Minnesota where you got the potential to have ice dams, the exhaust from the clothes dryer can create ice dams, or at least contribute to them. That's the minor part. But the more important part, and this applies to everyone, anywhere in the country, when you have a dryer terminal, it needs to be cleaned frequently. And I'm talking at least annually. You need to get up there and you need to clear all the lint out of there, because when you've got a dryer venting through a roof terminal, those things get nasty. There's a ton of lint that accumulates around it, and we see them get just packed with lint in as little as a year. So someone needs to get up there on a regular basis and clean it. This is why I think it's stupid to have dryers venting through the roof, because, okay, if you're a builder, you're building a new house, you've got this two-story home, and you've got a fairly steep roof. Who is supposed to get up on the roof and clean that dryer terminal? Is the homeowner supposed to get up on the roof and do this annually? I mean, seriously, who's going to do it? You call a dryer duct cleaning company? They don't even get on the roof to do this. They clean the dryer duct from the inside. They put this wand inside there. They're not getting on your roof. So I think it's a bad spot for it. However, in the past, I've said there's a great product that will reduce the potential for lint accumulating. It'll make it all work a lot better. It's called the DryerJack. I've mentioned it in the past, but today I'm making a much stronger recommendation for the DryerJack. What prompted this was I was doing a video a couple weeks ago about dryer terminals, and I was taking a closer look at one of the boxes for a dryer terminal. I was at the home improvement store. I actually picked one up. The one I picked up was the Brown 636. This is found at pretty much every roof, like 90% of roofs, easily. They use the exact same terminal. Here it is. They use the exact same thing for bathroom exhaust fans and for dryer terminals. The only difference is if someone's using it for a dryer terminal, they take this, they take the screen here, they pop the screen out, and they say, there, now it's a dryer terminal. This has been done for my entire home inspection career. This is the standard dryer terminal on a roof. Brown 636. Now, I'm not knocking them, but I'll tell you, it says it right here on the box. I have never seen this before. Maybe I'm just slow. Maybe everyone knew this and I didn't. But it says it right on the box. It says, important. Do not use for dryer venting. Look at that. I can't get it in front of my camera. Do not use for dryer venting. This is not a dryer terminal. This is only meant for bath fans. And it's the standard. These are everywhere. So now, all of a sudden, I think our recommendation when we find dryers venting to these stupid things, our recommendation is going to be just a little bit stronger. And, oh, side note, I was messing around on another website, the manufacturer of the DryerJack, and I happened to notice that there's a new section in the code book. It looks like it got added in 2018 in the mechanical code, which says that the terminal for a dryer duct needs to have at least 12.5 square inches of area. And if you do a little bit of third grade math, you figure out that that's the area of a 4-inch circle, which is the area for a dryer duct. So if you take this 4-inch circle, this is approximately 12.5 square inches. The terminal cannot reduce that. And apparently, the Brown 636 gives you much less. I think it was like 10 square inches Now when I use my measuring tape, I seem to come up with a little bit more, but I don't know. That was their math. So now on to the DryerJack. This is what I think everybody ought to have at their roof if you have a dryer going through the roof, without exception. This is the only product. And there's products out there that are similar looking, but they are not the same. And like I said, I've known about it for a long time. I've looked at all of the videos on their website. I was completely sold on it. The first time I saw it, I thought, this is a great product. But I finally took the time to just ask them, hey guys, would you send me one? Because I want to take a closer look at it, maybe even talk about it on one of my videos. And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll send you one. I really wish I would have taken a video of myself unboxing this. Because I know my reaction was, I opened this thing up and my jaw literally opened. I went, oh. And I started like giggling as I'm taking it out of the box. I was almost giddy at what a substantial product this is. The videos that they have on their website and the pictures that they have online do not do this justice. This is the DryerJack. This is a terminal made for clothes dryers. And let me hold it up against the Brone 636. The Brone 636, it's like, okay, you got the flashing, it's kind of flimsy, you can bend it around, you know, kind of thin metal. Not with the DryerJack. This thing is super thick. There ain't no bending this. It's much heavier. Let me hold it like this. Look at the difference in flashing. You have a much wider flashing base with the DryerJack. I'm just making so much noise. It's probably gonna be a terrible video. And then let me hold the two up next to each other so you can see the difference in size. Let me stand up here. Look at that. The DryerJack is about an inch wider and it's way taller. I mean, this thing is so much bigger. It is a beast. And I think you install one of these and it's going to last your entire life. Every time your roof covering is replaced, they will easily be able to reuse this and put it back on the roof. I mean, this is a substantial, beefy product. So it's much, I would say it looks way more durable. It's got a bigger flashing base. It's much more solid. It's got a much larger opening. And what maybe one of the coolest parts, I don't know if this is gonna come through in the video, but the damper itself, you're not gonna be able to see it. This damper is actually curved. So when the damper is fully open, it completely matches the profile of the top of the terminal. So when you've got the dryer and the dryer exhaust and the lint coming up through here, it completely matches this profile. It does not change. It's a huge opening and there is no restriction. There's no lip in here. There's no lip at the bottom. There's no rivets, no nothing on the sides. There's nothing here for lint to catch on. I suspect that you could install one of these and probably never have to go on your roof again. That's a bold claim. I'm not advising you never look at it again if you do it, but I'm gonna try to find a friend or a family member who's got a dryer venting through their roof, and I'm gonna do a long-term experiment. I'm gonna replace their dryer terminal. We're gonna use one of these guys. And then I'm gonna come back and check on it every couple of years and see what it looks like. So 5 to 10 years from now, I will report back. I'll tell you what it looks like, but I am very sold on these. So my advice is if you have a dryer coming through your roof, think about replacing the terminal with one made by DryerJack. Number two, if you're having your roof covering replaced, unquestionably have your roofer get one of these DryerJacks and install it. Maybe you can order it yourself and provide it for the roofer. You can find them on Amazon. I will put a link in my video here. This is a Amazon link where I get a little bit of the sale, full disclosure. Maybe I get a 0.25% if you buy one. So, if you spend $100, I don't know, I get a quarter or something. I'm not gonna retire on it, but I get a little bit. I will say I have no affiliation with DryerJack or Innovate products. They're not paying me to make this video. The only compensation I get whatsoever is the one product that they sent me. This is my compensation for making the video right here. And I'm not keeping it because I don't have a dryer going through the roof. And then finally, if you are a roofing contractor, I recommend you use these. Anytime you got a client who's got a dryer venting through the roof, don't use the unapproved Brown 636. If this is what they already have, don't reuse it. And furthermore, don't go out and buy knockoff products. There's another one that looked very similar. I was at the store the other day. I saw one of these guys. It looks similar to the higher version of the DryerJack. They sell another version for cold climates like Minnesota where you got a bunch of snow. And on this product, you know, they say you can take the damper off and then you can use this for a dryer terminal, but it's got a big lip here that lint is going to accumulate inside. There's another lip right inside here, and then we've got all these rivets. There's all these different places where lint is going to accumulate. We've got a flat damper. This is inferior to the DryerJack in every way, even though it looks really similar. So that's my final point. If you're a roofer, I suggest you start using DryerJacks. It's a much better product. And again, one more time, this is a completely unbiased review, unbiased opinion from me. I'm not getting anything from them to recommend these. I think it's just a fantastic product and it beats the pants off of anything else out there. All right, that's all I got for you today. I'm Ruben Saltzman with Structure Tech Home Inspections. Thanks for watching. Take care.